Hello, I'm Irene Quigley. Welcome to the Riverview.
I'm Marlene, and these are my friends from my table in the dining room.
And I'm Joy. I bring joy to the whole table, so there you are.
And I'm Mary, and I'm always Mary.
I've lived at Riverside, Glen for 6 months today. So this is kind of a celebration today.
Oh, 6 months.
That's great.
That's right. And the time's gone. 6 months today I moved in here.
Oh,
So I want to thank you ladies very much for making
for
me feel
being
so
so kind
welcome.
to me.
That's right.
Yeah.
yes.
God. You're a child.
That's
I've
right.
been here a year and almost a half. And how long have you been here, Irene?
A year.
Oh no, you've been here much longer.
2 years?
Or 3 or 4.
I was
Yes,
here
yes.
in September. September the 1st I moved in.
Oh, did you really?
And they haven't kicked me out yet.
Well, it's a nice place to be.
It is a
Riverside,
nice
Glen.
place.
You have everything that you need or want in here, and everybody's friendly, and we're well looked after if you need.
That's right. There's no need to sit in your room and pout.
Oh, no.
You might,
no.
you know, there's so many things to pick and choose that you.
If you like, or if you like to just be in your room and just be, you know, do your
Well,
own
that's
thing.
right.
Do your own thing, that's
No, but
fine,
I
too,
meant,
but-
not, you don't need to feel as if you are alone.
Oh,
Because
no,
there is
no.
lots to do here, and,
No.
and you're able to pick and choose
That's
what
right.
you're interested in,
That's
what
right.
you like to
Yeah.
do.
And it's nice to have somebody that you can chat with at any time of day.
Yes.
You know, you can come
yes.
out and,
That's right.
and there are people to hear. Or if you're living on your own, you really talk to yourself all day
That's
pretty
right.
well, I would think, you know.
Yeah, don't you think there's a shortage of men here?
I haven't really noticed yet.
No, look right there.
That's when I get tired, my exercise, walking around looking for them.
Were you looking for somebody special?
Well, kind of, somebody special.
Well, I've got the special one, so you're not having.
Well, we'll see what we can do for you.
Okay, thanks very much.
Oh,
Did you enjoy your lunch today, girls?
Oh, it was wonderful. It was really good today. I enjoyed it.
What did you have?
I had
If you
the chicken soup. I had soup and
Fish. You had
fish and
with,
chips.
with
Fish and
dollars.
those dollar
Dollars,
chips.
yeah.
And coleslaw.
You mean each chip was worth $1?
That's what they call them.
No. The chips are called dollar chips. They're shaped
I
like
see.
a dollar,
Dollar,
you know. And I had that, and I had a raspberry square.
Oh, that was nice.
Some people got bigger ones than I did, though. And
I
I'm not
think yours was
mentioning
bigger
names.
than mine,
Yeah.
because I tried to take yours, but it didn't work. Anyways,
Oh, God.
so I had the sandwich, I think we
We
three.
all had the sandwich,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah, it was
yes.
quite nice.
But you
Nice.
have a choice.
Yes.
And fill it out a day ahead, so therefore you can, you
And,
know, you have your choice.
and always good soup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you enjoy a nice bowl
Oh, I
of soup.
enjoy the soup.
You and I are the only ones that have soup,
Are we?
most of the times.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'll have
Sometimes
it.
you
Yeah.
do. Joyce
Yeah.
doesn't have it,
No.
but we do.
Yeah.
That's why we're so healthy.
Yes.
Yeah, so that vegetable soup the other day I did have, and it was cream vegetable soup, and it was so good. Mm-hmm.
Irene, where's your most favorite spot to sit here at Riverside, Glen?
Where's my favorite spot to
Yeah.
sit? Well, I have a couple of spots. It depends what I'm looking for.
She's got spots from sitting too long.
I like to sit in here.
Yes, I noticed you like to sit in that corner, and the sun's so nice and warm.
Yeah,
People
but sometimes
come
the
in,
men
go
are taking ours over there.
And beg your
We
pardon?
used to sit over there in that corner, and now every time we come out to sit there, there's 3 men have taken over our place over here. And
Well,
that's-
I'll fix you a nice sign that says reserved for Irene and Joy. See if we can get those chairs back for you.
Yes, yes.
Or you're going to have to eat faster to get there. That's,
To get
That's,
there,
I think
that's
that's,
it,
yes,
that's it.
yes, yes.
I really don't want to share my fellas with Joy.
She doesn't eat very much anyway. She doesn't eat much.
Well, I found out that she eats in her room a lot. She eats chocolates and cheesies.
And never brings them in for us.
Well, the odd time she brought some little nuts or something
Yeah.
for us.
I never got a little nut.
Yes, you did. They were from Picard's. Remember? I brought
Yeah,
those.
That's right, I'm so
And they were
sorry.
so good. They had honey.
But
on them.
anyways, so anything else you'd like to say about Riverside, Glen? You gave us your favorite spot. Do you have a favorite place to sit besides in your room looking at old pictures?
No, I like it out there.
Yeah. Because that's where you see the people
people
coming
coming
and
and
going.
going.
And
Yeah.
don't forget about the wonderful picnic they have at Riverside Park, the barbecue.
I heard about that. I
I
guess
hope-
that was just before
I
I
hope they
came
have
here.
one again this year.
There's some talk they might have it here rather than go to Riverside because we have this.
Well, it would be nice if we could do it in our own park.
That might be something that.
Yeah, because it's hard for some people to get from here to Riverside.
Last year I got
here.
sick.
Oh,
I
did
had
you?
to wait in line for an hour in that hot sun.
To get your hot dog, did you?
Oh, and then they were out of things by the time I got there, and when I got back, I thought it was.
Well, we'll talk to James, the chef. We'll make sure he has lots of
Yes.
stories this year.
Mhm.
Yeah, they brought it to, I was sitting with Mary, and they brought it
Oh,
right
you
to our
had
table.
pull, that's why.
On this sheet of paper, it says that the Schlegel family is honored and pleased to announce that Ron Schlegel is being presented with the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee by His Excellency David Johnson. Now this, I guess he was already presented with this medal on February the 6th. So maybe sometime he'll bring it here to the village. It would be nice to see it if he could.
I'll bring it to the priest and get it blessed.
Okay.
Bless things.
And maybe when we're talking about the Queen, maybe, you know, in the near future, we could maybe think about doing something to celebrate the Queen's Jubilee. Those tone bells that we play on Saturday mornings, we've already mentioned that we might learn God Save the Queen. So I don't know, like the whole year is set aside for her Jubilee, so maybe Riverside Glen will put something together that we can celebrate. But going back just to sitting at the front door there, I often bring a book or sit there and have a coffee, and it's just amazing the people that come in there that you know.
Oh, exactly.
You know, they're here visiting somebody else, but
Yes.
yet we know so many people.
Well, being born and brought up in Guelph,
That's
I
right,
mean,
so.
there's so many faces that you see on people, you think, oh, I know the face, but you can't think of the
That's
name.
right,
You know, but
that's
there's
right.
so many.
Well, we can sit there and greet them when they come in.
We could be the Walmart
Like we
greeters.
did- No, we had that at Christmas time, not this Christmas, but the year before.
Yeah.
We sat there and I think I sat there for an hour and so did Evelyn, and then we left and two others came and they took over and they signed their name in a book.
I think
Oh,
too, when
yes.
you had that Thanksgiving time when we had the art show,
Mhm.
there were some people sitting there that were kind of like
Yes.
greeters too. That's very nice.
Yes, yes.
They haven't been here before, it's nice to
That's
greet
right,
them and
that's
tell
right.
them what's going on in here.
Well, yes, as I say, we didn't know all the activities and everything until we came in here, you know. We never knew any.
I think one thing though that they should do here at Riverside Glen is really explain the activities a little more.
Yes.
Because when I read Thread a Yarn, I thought it was a group telling stories. I thought, well, somebody started a story and then you finished, you know, everybody added to it. I didn't realize it was knitting. I went that first night. And I was really surprised to learn that I needed my knitting needles and some yarn. Even though we do tell stories, we still talk while we're knitting. But you can bring your crocheting or your hand sewing, or you know, or you can just drop in and chat with the knitting group too. But maybe the group should be explained, and even the chaplain's chat. Like you say that to some people and they have no idea. What do you do at a chaplain's chat?
Exactly, yes.
Is it like going to confession to your priest? I mean, that's a chat with your priest, but
Yes.
you know, so things maybe could be explained a little bit. Anything else you'd like to say about Riverside Glen right now? Or?
There's lots to offer. You know,
Lots to offer, very nice and nice
Oh,
people,
yes.
staff is nice.
I haven't made it to the plant room. I've been to the plant room and I really enjoy just going in there. It's just real quiet in there and it's really nice. But that might be something I'll get into too because I love gardening. So,
I can tell you something I don't like.
okay.
I don't,
Hey, you know, what don't you like?
What? Oh. What I don't like is when you have to stand out there, sit out there in the hall, and the nurse come and give you your needle in your belly. You're sitting there with your stomach all exposed.
I agree.
If I ever had to have a needle there, I'd say, look, come to my room, or else they could have used the plant room for a nice medical room. They could have.
Yeah.
There was that one guy out there, and he had the hairiest looking stomach, and there he is. Oh, I thought, dear God.
Well, I get my treatment in my room and they close the door and it couldn't be better.
Yeah, there's a woman doing it.
Yeah, that's.
That's
it.
All right, ladies. I
Okay.
think we better move on.
We'll let that go.
Okay.
Joy,
now
you just had a visit to your eye doctor, so
Yes.
can you tell us about that?
Yes, I can. And my eye doctor is in Cambridge, and it's the Ocular Health Center that I go to because of macular degeneration that you get when you're older. And everyone should make sure that they have their eyes checked. When I had my eyes checked, they first thing that they did after they checked them, they gave me a little card like this. This is magnetic. You can just stick it on the refrigerator. What you do, you look at that center dot, and you put one hand over the good eye, and then you look straight at that center, and if you see the lines are wiggly, you have a little problem. It could be the start of macular degeneration. And if they're really wiggly, like mine were, well, what happens, I woke up one night, through the night, and I put my hand on my good eye, and with that other eye, all I could see were two big black balls. I was just terrified, and I had just had my cataract done. So next day we went to the eye doctor, my eye doctor here, and he sent me to London, and I hadn't checked in London, so now when I go to this doctor, Desai, his name is, and what they do, they put all kinds of drops in your eye, and then they have it's a big piece of machinery, I call it, and you put your face right up to it,
Yes, yes.
and it shows all inside your eye, and mine was the wet one, which is the bad one, and it shows all where the blood is in there and all. I had to pay $100 at first for them to do it, and the government paid part because it was something new. But now I don't have to pay anything for it. And so,
So Mary, how many years did you start like this degenerate? Is it
I've been
just,
going, this is my second year now.
so it's just something that's happened recently?
Yeah.
It's not, when did you have the cataracts removed then?
The cataracts, I think it was about 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Was it about a year after? When,
So you've had cataract surgery?
Oh, yes.
Have you had cataract surgery? No.
And it's so simple the way they do it today.
oh, I know.
You're just in and out in no time.
But,
So you have to continue with these?
well, what they do now, when you go there, the first thing they do, they put drops in your eyes,
Yes.
antibiotics and that, and then they freeze it. And then you have to sit with your eye closed for a while. It's not very painful though. And then when it's your turn, you go into the doctor and you sit in the chair. It's just like the dentist chair. And he talks to you and he shows it what your eye looked like, you know, on the screen that he has, and explains everything to you. And
I'm
then,
here.
Hmm?
I'm here.
Yeah.
That's
And
the way
he
he explains
explains
it
everything
to you on here.
Yeah.
And
And
you should just move your chair back a wee bit.
yeah.